Oh, Joy, you need a lot more than that. The threshold's a little bit higher, sweetheart. But because they want to remove the president at all costs, even if it destroys the lives of children. And now a lawyer for the students is threatening lawsuits against the media unless they retract their false stories. Let's go to tonight's panel. We've got Rising PAC senior advisor and an attorney. Alexander Wilkes is here that you've gotten from the piece that you've written in Reason, on Reason.com. And it's a great piece, and a lot of people retweeted it because you had so many great points in there. It's not surprising when something like this happens. It happens with a great deal of regularity. But what was different about this story for you? In his statement, he said, we asked our chaperones if we could chant some of our school cheers. There was no build the wall, and they were given permission.
And when one of the other...
They are so desperate to get Trump out there.
That's less coverage than it deserves on national media and gets derisive coverage, if that. We know that also from the Kavanaugh experience that the media and the left has it in for single-sex Catholic education. They dissected Georgetown Prep. They went after students and teachers and families at that school to prove the point that toxic masculinity present at these institutions gave rise to the kind of behavior that was disqualifying for now Justice Kavanaugh. They're doing the same thing when it comes to these boys because they come from an all-male Catholic school, and that at the heart of it is an institution that they feel like is not acceptable in society anymore.
All right, so last question to you. What do we take away from this? Do we actually learn anything from this entire exercise?
Well, I hope we learn. It reminds me of, as an example of a mainstream trusted institution of, as an example of a mainstream trusted institution of.
And really desiring an outcome.
Yes.
And not paying attention to facts in order
they
to. They
saw the story they wanted to see.
Exactly right. All right, we've got more with the panel a little bit later. First up, going to talk about, well, just everybody, case after case. They fill that up with innovation and services that, over time are more and more affordable. And that's why people, when there are more billionaires and there's more money in circulation, they have more access to medicine and technology that improves and lengthens their lives.
Much more. And a key part, they had to offer us something we thought was better than what.
And Mark Zuckerberg had made, they're billionaires, but Steve Jobs, God rest his soul, but they also made millionaires. And they also allowed people for the first time to own their homes and send their kids to the schools that they wanted to. That seems like a pretty nice, successful system.
It's hard for people.
You are the ultimate winner, and I adore you. Thank you so much, John Stossel.
Thank you, Kennedy.
Love it. Coming up, President Trump says a wall.
At least see you, but you know what I mean? I kind of can.
I'm doing this. Buck Sexton, thank you so much. Because that's one that's really fascinating. The president has a lot of areas of the economy that he wants to talk about. I'm sure he wants to talk about how to end the shutdown. Will he get that opportunity in the House chamber?
I think that this is a really interesting opportunity that Nancy Pelosi has opened up for the pettiness of that. And so I think that with the State of the Union, I think that this is the game that Donald Trump wants to play. I don't think he wants to be aggressing moderates in his own caucus. I think he wants to be talking about how Nancy Pelosi won't let him in the building.
And I don't think it does anything to force the president's hand to end the shutdown. I don't think saying to the president, well, fine, then you can't have the State of the Union. That's not going to make me go, oh, my gosh, that's so hurtful. Well, let's open everything up. I don't need a wall. I need your love.
I kind of hope this seems like there's still a way to go in the negotiations.
It's going to be a rally. They're going to go to Dallas.
I think it very well could happen. If Trump is going to move locations, it's going to be Mar-a-Lago. It could very well be Fox News. He could do it on Sean Hannity's show. Who knows?
Mercy.
You never know. You never know. But is there any law saying that he couldn't do it at Fox News if he wanted to?
No, but there is a law saying that the president can't just barge into the House. I mean, they are separate branches of government.
Who knows where he'll do it?
Yeah, he can't.
This is a society.
By God, barging with your vuvuzela. Panel, I want you all to stick around. Do you mind? Let's party. Former Secretary of State John Kerry helped to orchestrate the message to John Kerry. Noel Nickpour.
Sorry about your luck, first of all. And the second thing is how petty. If you think, even regardless of what you think, you know what I mean? Set a better example. Set a better example. He was once a Secretary of State, so at least act like it and don't stoop down and say just resign. At least have some sort of camaraderie and say I disagree with this policy, I disagree with this or that, but blah. Come on. We need more unity, and going across to try to impress all the billionaires over there is just really the wrong way to go.
And it's also not an impressive display of ideas.
Dignity of the office he once held and what.
Yeah. No, he was our chief diplomat.
Right.
He was almost president.
Right.
That's
right.
tough.
Yeah,
he wasn't running in
life.
2016, but he's definitely going to run. You know, it's anytime someone says, well, I haven't really decided what I'm doing in 2020, whether it's Beto or John Kerry, no one wants that retread.
There is a rumor that John Kerry is trying to windsurf his way back into the hearts of the American people in running for president in 2020. And I think that saying for the president to resign on the world stage kind of puts him at where the other Democrats are. I mean, in terms of the impeachment crowd and that sort of thing. But, you know, I think all of this stuff really plays to the president's favor. The fact that he has a bunch of European elitists laughing at him in Davos and, you know, having, a laugh at his expense. I don't think that that's something Americans like to see, regardless of their politics.
Yeah, and I think they go, wow, maybe Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is right. These billionaires are real a-holes.
John Kerry feels like a character from Last Scene.
He's like the Murphy Brown reboot.
Yeah, right, exactly.
No one wanted it.
Nope.
He's not Arrested Development.
But he's going out like Roseanne Barr. Boo. Out.
Oh, yeah. Just is he going to booze it up and pop a few on Twitter and be like, rah, Valerie Jarrett. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Noelle, Robbie, and Alex. Topical Storm is next. I hope you stay right here. Yes. New report claims the River Thames in London has so much cocaine in it that eels have become hyperactive swimming there. Yeah, the eels are said to have so much energy that their mating activities have doubled. And you can see it all in the new Disney movie, Grinding Nemo. Get a room, you two, because this is the Topical Storm. Lewin has since been released on bail, and one witness claims that she was set to get married this weekend. Apparently, it's a shotgun wedding. That always reminds me of one of my favorite pop singers from England, Bill Idol. Remember his sneer? Yeah, well, all right. We'll be right back in just a moment. There's still so much show left. Don't go anywhere, I promise.